was. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
At the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Going to give this to Mixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Down and 12.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strong, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line. Now
Joe Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Burrow. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
When the team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
12. And the Browns 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal of the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
First down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
At their own.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On the ground, it's Chubb. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Following the penalty, Chubb, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle and into the hands of his tight end, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. Put a big-time drive in that situation.
The The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow, and his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, and that takes us from second to third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Mixon, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon there to make the grab. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And again, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Got a man open. It's Ross. And ran in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 72 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to pass. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The ball carrier, Jonathan Allen on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here we go with Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
50-yard line.
field now. Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. It brings up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow going to keep this one. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 20.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And fights him off. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bengals, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.